Listen, there is something more pressing and more important we need to talk about, Tom. We've seen in the press in the last 24, 48 hours or so, Enzo Fernández, there's a post on his Instagram live feed that went out after the Argentinian side won the Copa America. There are so many questions. I just want your thoughts before I ask more about your thoughts on it, please.
No, there's a couple of things. I think one, obviously, it's a different culture that the South Americans are raised into, what is probably accepted in Europe. And two, I'm almost like flabbergasted and astounded that he's actually posted it, knowing, even if you don't think it's massively offensive, realizing it's in that grey area at bare minimum. For him to actually put that out on his social media feed is quite sort of naive and almost stupid, really.
I just don't get why would you put something like that on your live feed? And you know it's a little bit.
Tom's a grey area.
It's a grey area. Just leave it alone. Like, and I'm not. Listen, Argentina doesn't have a great track record on racism, by the way.
But there's a lot of countries that don't.
In South America. And it's just you gotta understand. There's a lot more to this than what meets the eye. There's a lot of things that's been happening away from the cameras over in South America and towards black people, and this just kind of like doesn't make it great for how it looks in the world. And anybody that knows what's going on and what has gone on in the past will look at this and think, this is not great. And there's a lot of bigots over there as well. I've seen it myself. Yeah, so I'm talking from experience here. Yeah, so I'm just looking at this whole scenario. I'm just thinking, you're not being funny. There's no fun in this. Who are you targeting this against? They're saying it's against Mbappe, right? And this was meant for Mbappe.
That's where it started.
That's where it started. But there's a bigger thing that comes away from this, and there's a lot of people that don't understand the context of it as well. And it's not just people that think, oh, they're just having a little bit of fun. Why are you looking in it so negatively? No, it's not fun. It's actually affecting people's lives, because it's racism. I don't care how you want to paint it. If you're going to paint it in a way that it's soft-hearted banter, or it's another type of banter that I don't understand, and I just don't get the culture, it's still, for me, racism, because there's no need to go into that.
There is nothing. It's ugly from top to bottom.
And he should know better. He should be saying it, because he plays with how many black players? French black players, by the way.
But can I just add to this, right? I don't know if there's add to this, and I'm going to bring you in here, Tom, right? Look, so there are fans, there are employees. Do you know what? There are teammates that aren't black that are going to be offended by this. Imagine if this was a teammate. Imagine if someone done this around the office. Right?
Yeah, you couldn't get away with that.
Right?
And film it on a live.
It beggars belief. But Tom, what can we learn from this? What can happen? Because it's happened. You can't change the past. Okay, clearly there has to be some good that comes out of this. How are we going to find some good out of this?
Education.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing with a lot of the racism issues. It's sort of ignorance and a lack of education. How you implement that with sort of world stars. Do the clubs need to get players on different courses at the start of each season, or every few months throughout the season, just to make sure the education's being reinforced, and almost having a clear pathway to make sure, especially in this day and age, that nothing offensive or potentially offensive could be posted and sort of just put out on your social media accounts, because, like I say, it is quite naive at best. And even if they feel innocent in what they're singing and stuff like that, they must know it is going to affect a large group of people, teammates, the clubs they're employed by, whatever it may be. So it is pretty stupid to put it out there in the world.
I just think, to add to that, is once you've been educated and you've been over here, you understand it and how it affects people. Now, the educated need to go and educate the uneducated, not join in. Enzo knows exactly what he was doing and how
Can I just add to this, right? Enzo might have posted it. The whole team, everyone, they're all singing it, and that is.
So it's up to Enzo to say, "Whoa, lads, we can't do this."
No, he's filming it. They're all complicit. Enzo's got the big problem because he's posting it live on his Instagram. He's the one that's taken the can. Yeah. But I've got to tell you, everyone is complicit in that video.
I know.
Everyone.
But he's educated. That's my whole point.
He's not, Coley.
He's been here. He's been here. How long? He's had a year in the Premier League.
Coley, it ain't enough, mate. Because he's going to come back now, and that you've seen that the players, Wesley Fofana's
they've all unfollowed him off Instagram
and not only that,
Twitter.
You've now got Chelsea in a new manager with a new dressing room
with a new problem
based on the back of that.
It's madness.
Tom, listen, matey, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. You've been an absolute superstar. Good luck for next season. Make sure you keep in contact. And
cheers, guys.
yeah,
Tom, I might be coming down to your training ground soon, mate. If I get an invite by you.
Bring your boots.
No, I'm not bringing my boots, mate. No chance.
Have you seen his knee?
You don't want to see that again. It's a horror show.
Tom, listen, really appreciate your time, my friend. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Have a great season.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you. Tom Huddlestone there, former Spurs and England midfielder, reflecting on many, many things.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.